On the news, Nigerian women advocate reserve seats for women in the legislature. All is set for the 2026 All Progressives Congress National Convention. Plus, Super Eagles of Nigeria begin training in Turkey ahead of National Friendly March against Iran and Jordan. Very good evening. Thanks for joining us. My name is Joy Ubani with the details of those headlines and other reports. A quick reminder that this broadcast is switching you live on Star Times Channel 13 and on our social media handles, Facebook and YouTube. Do well to like and follow our page. And on to the news. A coalition of concerned Nigerian women in Kogi State is calling for speedy passage of the bill seeking reserve seats for women in the legislative arm of government to promote Nigerians' women inclusivity in governance and equality. This was during a constituency visit by the group to member representing Lokoja Kogi Loto, Koto, Federal Constituency, Danladi Suleiman Aguye in Lokoja. Ayodele Ibigbemi reports that it was represented by member representing Lokoja 1 State Constituency, Bin Ibeya Tijani.
The crucial role of women in politics, economic and national development cannot be overemphasized. It is on this premise that the Coalition of Concerned Women of Nigeria, Kogi State Chapter, under the leadership of Oluwakemi Umeza Usman, are intensifying calls for the passage of the reserved seat for women bill. The coalition present a humble petition to the member representing Lokoja Kogi Koto Federal Constituency at the National Assembly advocating for immediate passage of the bill. The petition was received by the member representing Lokoja 1 State Constituency at the Kogi State House of Assembly, Bin Ebaya Tijani, on behalf of the member representing Lokoja Kogi Koto Karfe Federal Constituency, Danladi Suleiman Agwe.
He said, I should tell the women that they have his support, they have his backing, and then you will see possible ways of convincing other of his colleagues to support this bill wholeheartedly.
Coordinator of the group and the chairperson, International Federation of Women Lawyers in Kogi State, Oluwakemi Umeza Usman, says the move is aimed at creating additional seats for women at the National and State Assembly as well as at local government councils to enhance female representation in the decision-making processes.
This is an appeal to our lawmakers to not only support the bill, but to become champions of this bill.
Other members explained that the petition became necessary, hence the need to advocate the importance of inclusive governance for sustainable development.
If the women are given more opportunities to also be able to air their own views at the floor of the various houses of assembly,
the women can also be the foundation of having meaningful progress and development in society.
When you start talking about women affairs, if women are not there, how do you know their pains?
The coalition emphasizes that increasing women's participation in politics will not only strengthen democracy, but also ensure more balanced and people-oriented policies across Nigeria. In Lokoja, Ayodele Ibigbemi, NTA News.
The spread of Ponzi schemes. The Director General of NOA, who was represented at the event by the Director of Special Duties and State Operations, David Akoji, affirmed the agency's readiness to work with SEC to achieve the set objectives. He noted that there have been several reports in the past of financial crimes disguised as investment opportunities, stressing that The collaboration will provide Nigerians with the necessary information to make informed financial decisions. He applauded SEC for initiating the partnership and emphasized that the NOA remains committed to achieving the objectives of the collaboration. He disclosed that capacity building programs for the agency's staff will commence soon to ensure that accurate information is disseminated across the length and breadth of the nation on safe investment practices. Now, the chairman of the subcommittee on venue for APC National Convention 2026 and Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun says the party is set to hold the best convention ever, devoid of breaches to prove the existing unity within the party. It was at the inspection of Eagle Square, Abuja venue of the 2026 convention. State House correspondent Musbah Dan Wahab was there.
The All Progressives Congress, APC, is rounding off preparation for the forthcoming convention. The party, now bigger in size than it was at the last outing, has again chosen the biggest stage at the Abuja City Center for its biggest convergence. Eagle Square is now in the colors of the party, and concerned parties were on their respective beats putting finishing touches to the groundwork. Members of various subcommittees were on ground to monitor the final preparation. Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun, who is the chairman subcommittee on venue, alongside the Inspector General of Police Olatunji Disu, took time to inspect different parts of the venue to ascertain the readiness. With the President also scheduled to attend, security is a major consideration, with a control room in place to monitor strategic locations within the venue. Issues of accreditation, medicals, and transportation were also in consideration. At the pre-event meeting of heads of the subcommittees, they expressed belief that due diligence has been done.
And I do not have a doubt that we will have a truly remarkable, and like I promised Mr. President, the best APC convention ever. Now, having said that, I want to thank the IG and the Minister of Defense for being here. They would represent the top echelon of law enforcement. What I've seen is very impressive. This is actually the first time I'm seeing this happen at our convention. This provides, indeed, the required surveillance so that, be it emergency, be it emergency response, be it emergency evacuation, whatever it is, can be promptly attended to.
The party is set to take major decisions that will lead to emergence of new set of leaders within the party structure and for the elective positions. In Abuja, Musbah Dan Wahab, NTA News.
It's now time for break. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
Welcoming you warmly to Dreamville Hotel and Resort Limited, a serene environment with cozy rooms for your maximum relaxation, and an exquisite lounge with home-calling music is here for you at all time. Let your dream come to reality at Dreamville Hotel and Resort. We offer accommodation, bar and lounge, mouth-watering delicacy, laundry services, 24-hour power supply, free Wi-Fi, protection from highly trained security personnel. For your room's rate and reservation, call us on 0810-233-6314 or 0708-231-9185. Dreamville Hotel and Resort is located at number 4 Old Ring Road, Usei Caribbean by Pepsi Junction, Alphabet Road, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Dreamville Hotel and Resort, your comfort reality, our priority.
The solution to your building and construction works is Regan Stones, dealer in chippings, hardcore, iron rods, cement, sharp sand, and blocks of all kinds. At Regan Stones, integrity is our watchword. We are equipped to deliver to you regardless of the quantity you desire. We scale every product with our weighing bridge so you can be rest assured of the exact quantity of products you buy from us. Our dedicated and committed staff, coupled with efficient automated vibrating machine, guarantee our unfailing delivery always. We have top-notch customer care services to attend to you in minutes. Locate us at Regan Stones, Goswell Akpabio Crescent, Shelter Upgrade, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Our office line 0916-641-1972. Regan Stones, reliable and trusted. Regan Stones, quality beyond imagination.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned. The President, Mount Zion Lighthouse Full Gospel Church, Bishop Peter Jumbo Udokan, has expressed gratitude to the Board of Trustees of the church for appointing him as the new President, Mount Zion Lighthouse Full Gospel Church. In a message signed by him, he accepts the responsibility with a commitment to serve faithfully, thanking everyone for their trust in him. He says the church moves forward. They should be reminded that it is a house of prayer. He urges every member to reject any form of hate, discrimination, or violence, as it has no place among the church. He called for love for one another as Christ loved the church, and that should be the foundation of the church. Bishop Peter Udokan, as he aligns with the vision of the church, says he looks forward to working to ensure the church administration and resources are managed with wisdom, transparency, and integrity. To the ministers, he pledged to support and provide a stable foundation that allows the vision and the work of the ministry to flourish. And to the members, he calls on them to continue to be a family that loves and supports one another. Bishop Udokan reminds the church of the commitment to deepen their spiritual foundation, strengthen their fellowship, and be wise stewards that God has given us as the church enters a season of unity and purpose. He enjoined all to pray for the Board of Trustees and leaders of the church. He re-emphasized the best days of Mount Zion is ahead of them. Away from that, medical experts are encouraging regular medical checkup as a vital step to healthy living, prolonging life while ensuring a robust health in an individual. This reality brings us to the question, how often should an individual engage in regular medical checks? In this special report, Evelyn Badu-Ekpo highlights benefits of medical checks.
Heat waves occur when temperatures remain unusually high for several days, often leading to discomfort, dehydration, skin rashes, and other.
Do you consider your health a priority? How often do you engage in medical body examination?
For me, personal reasons, my body, I feel like my body doesn't need it because it hasn't developed a symptom yet.
Generally, as a human being, especially as you're growing older, you should learn to do regular checkups. More so, if you have any form of problem with breathing, you should learn to check up with your doctor to know what is the problem and what can be done.
Regular body checkup is a routine medical examination of the human body by a medical expert to ensure good health and the overall well-being of an individual.
For 45-year-old, go and do your man, do your prostate PSA, do your electrolyte and creatinine to check for your kidney. You do your full blood count just to check how your blood system is running, and then any other tests you wish to do. You can also do cardiac ECG and check your heart and other things.
In a country like Nigeria with high population of low and middle class income earners, according to data from the National Bureau of Statistics 2025, there is little or no priority for medical checks due to various factors.
If anybody wants to tell you the truth, he or she will let you know that without the body developing a symptom, he or she wouldn't go to the hospital. So I think that was one of the factors to stress, the hospital stress, the facility stress, the long queue, the time wasting, and most people don't really see the need.
They don't want that shocker. So some people just say, let the doctor do his work, I do my work, and then some people believe in there's some leaves back behind their house. They just take enema and they think they are good to go. So basically, to some extent, some people believe that they had their traditional lifestyle before medicine came.
Is this reason sufficient enough to neglect one's health? This lifestyle medical expert's advice can pose danger to an individual's well-being, especially when an underlying ailment resides in an individual.
Time to time, you can go to a hospital and do a routine checkup. Usually, from the age of 45, when you cross 18, you become a young adult, and that runs to the age of 44. When you now cross 45, you enter what we call the middle age. That 45 takes you to the age of 64. Then when you get to 65 years, you enter the elderly. When you get to 75, you talk about super elderly. What does that mean? What it means is that different disease conditions tend to affect people of different age groups.
I advise everyone to continuously go for checkup at least twice a year. You must make sure to check your health to know what's happening in your body, because there are some silent diseases that you won't know until it gets very bad.
Do you consider your health a priority and want to live long? A medical checkup might just be a lifesaver. In Uyo, Evelyn Badru Epo, NTA News.
Let's take another break. We'll be right back again. Please stay.
Heat waves
of unprecedented development has emerged in Akwa Ibom, driven by the Arise agenda and led by the people-centered administration of Governor Umoeno. An agricultural revolution has unfolded through Ibom model farms, farmer support initiatives, and food security programs. Roads and bridges are reconnecting communities, driving inclusive growth as power sector reforms advance and CNG mass transit gets set to deliver cleaner, affordable transportation. Maritime infrastructure is rising in Oron, reviving coastal commerce and transportation. Security is strengthened through modern technology, vigilant security agencies, and the Ibom Community Watch. Housing and investment are accelerating with free housing for workers and homes for the vulnerable, and landmark estates repositioning the state. Education is redefined with model schools, while healthcare expands with model centers and the 350-bed Ibom International Hospital. Health insurance coverage is progressing steadily with hundreds of thousands of enrollees. Tourism is advancing boldly with the audacious Arise Palm Resort, Ibom Convention Center, Arise Shopping City, and a growing aviation ecosystem. Governance, procurement, and recruitment are smarter through digital innovation. Because the people matter, workers, women, youths, retirees, the elderly, and the vulnerable are empowered across all 31 local government areas. Akwa Ibom, steadily progressing under the Arise agenda of Governor Umoeno.
Some glad morning when this life is over.
With gratitude to God for a life well spent, we, the family of late Mr. Etem Odo Akwa of Afara, Ikorobiunkan Ibesikwo Asutan local government area, announce with sorrow the internal home call of our beloved mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, late Madam Afyong Etem Akwa, aged 92. Obsequies are as follows. Friday, 27th March 2026, service of songs at her residence, Oboridum Ibesikwo. Time 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, 28th March 2026, funeral stroke Thanksgiving service to be conducted by the Lutheran Church of Nigeria at the Lutheran Hall, Oboridum Ibesikwo, opposite Lutheran High School. Interment follows privately at our house immediately after the service. Left to mourn her demise are 7 children, 29 grandchildren, and 14 great-grandchildren, among whom Obong Akwa, Mfon Akwa, Godwin Akwa, sons Christiana Etugodo, Mary Felix Umana, Emma Mfon Basi, Kokoma Etem Unyum, daughters, sons-in-law, daughters-in-law, and a host of other relatives to mourn her death. Adieu, our 1 in a million mother, till we meet to part no more. Obong Akwa JP for the family.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned. And now to sports updates. Gifts George is our guide.
In international football, the Super Eagles began their training camp in Antalya, Turkey on Tuesday, holding the first practice session on Wednesday night ahead of the international friendly matches against Iran and Jordan under the guidance of coach Eric Shaw. 22 players participated in the session. The team will conduct one final training session on Thursday night before facing Iran's team Melli on Friday at 4 p.m. This will mark the 3rd senior level meeting between the two nations.
I'm a player that loves the link-up play. So I hope I can give this to the team, and together we can achieve more.
Still staying with football, Doma United have sealed promotion to the Nigerian Premier Football League. The Savannah Tigers confirmed their top flight return after a 2-0 victory against Mighty Jets at the Patani Stadium on Wednesday night. Doma United are the first club to secure promotion to the NPFL from the Nigerian National League this season. The Gombe-based outfit currently top the NNL Conference C table with 26 points from 13 matches. Doma United are making a return to the NPFL after 2 years in the NNL. To women's football, following the completion of match day 12 in the Nigerian Women's Football League on Wednesday, Rivers Angels sit top of Group A with 27 points, closely followed by Edo Queens in 2nd place and Bayelsa Queens in 3rd place.
And that's much we can take on that sports update. Utibe Achibong is standing by for the news translation. For me, it's good night.
Ibane soke tange banga dange kwe no mimo itie ke ufore kamambe idanyen. Ebono fan poki itie editum mbono anyeki swami nkambre brobro APC. Nko nkambre kpake idanyen. Esoke enyembe ngide me banga na mo bi kambre kpake ida toki. Ukang mi komo mi ndikambo minkire utebe achibonge kombongine yo. Antido atai kamba woke uforo basi Mount Zion Lighthouse Full Gospel. Oko basi Peter Jumbo Dokang what ayogi nemesere tai titi akene danga menyo bio woku foro basiero eke medenye intensido ufa awe godo president ku foro basiero kengweru foro basiero anye ke sanobo anye boke imo iminyame a frefat se yare no imo ke uforo basiero amana komo frefre wo na mo imegi mo nte kamba woku foro basere ngesoro boke iniedo mi imorikan boke afre wo ebugo toki ebongo kam ekre boke uforo basi asro kaiso anyenko soro konbonu foro basero abo ya siongire ekpongu swa esiong idem ekpong ufop ye fre fen bo imili yakufo basi akaiso abu ya frewu ediana ke yima ke fre fat idara anyen ko o basi mi bishop Peter Odokan abu ke ngu krimo aredi kan bo ke ufo basi akaiso ndu tamko ye ekbege akok asangan neke afrewu na ediana yimo ina mutum ke tu song anye soro kom afre fan bonowo abo yare krebo ke imami asoro kaiso ke uforo basi menta ke ikbere nsong idem ebo yara frewe krebo kini mimo misika ufori wok edike kanbo ke imise idem momba atoro edie kudongo bara edarini ediongo sidom fana emane no usobo ketini akombong ne yana mjagidiongo ufono seneke bono wedi senka ofo ibok ndyon kesidem
adisenka ofo ibok nkesidem adom kwa gbena ara frewo enam kini kidip nyen Nigeria yena mwe wak corona mposong adon disenka ofo ibok nkesidem mbumedo afromedo nsong idem fonte kpanpo akani fanka afose ka ofo ibok nkesidem Neighbor maka etanke wod adicho ndika nke seidem adom kpom mi fono si ado udongo ke musune kidem ku wariswa afuni ifyo ubanga kentami neighbor maka ebo ya afrowo ese ka ufo ibore ke seidem kini adongo ke ye kini mo dongo ke uforo etuk okombok NTA
Ukanzo se hotati tike mpango tongo fono onye ne kuno yomi ntembong nyen akwengero tutini mfeni mai mane di yemu fambong fenya ase